Hi guys, my name is Kwashi and you're so welcome back to my channel. So today everything is going to be on concealing the under eye circles. Like, I do have dark under eye circle crease and stuff, and well, I was actually born with it, so there's nothing I could do about it. But well, today's tutorial I'm just going to show you real quick how you can cover those under eye circles, make everything look really good and really nice. I'll be using very few products, so I'll do list them or show them as I go through. So let me quickly chip this in. I apply my primer all over my face, and I also make sure to apply a bit on my dark circle area. So the first thing you want to make sure you're doing is to make sure you apply your primer on your dark circle areas as well. So you realize when I apply my foundation, I actually didn't go so much in here and on my eyes, because that's where I have like darkness, like so much hyperpigmentation around that place. So I'm going to go in with my concealers. The trick here is to go in with a concealer shade that is actually like your skin shade or your foundation shade. I'm actually going to mix so this is my mixing palette right here. So I'm actually going to mix my concealer with my foundation. I'm doing this because I don't want to create so much of a sharp gradient right from my foundation to my concealer work. So for my first base, and you don't want to apply so much of this mix, so for your first base you want to make sure you're mixing your foundation, your concealer together, and just apply a bit here. So much actually on my brushes a lot, so I'm going very light-handed. This is not meant to highlight, you blend it right away. So right after doing that, you realize there's a difference. Like, actually should have done one side and left the other, so sorry. But yeah, you realize there's a bit of a difference. And do make sure your beauty blender is damp. If you're just looking for a soft look, you can always maintain this if you're looking for a soft look, and then you go back in with the same mixture you did, your concealer foundation mixture, and this time just put it in the same area but allow it to sit for a while. So this is like some TikTok hacks, I'm just showing you that. You're just trying to make sure that the dark areas aren't dark after all your, because mostly when you apply you have that kind of grayish cast like after you apply your concealer, and this actually happens because you apply a concealer shade which is a highlight shade of your concealer, like 2-3 times brighter than your actual shade, and you put it right on top of your sometimes you put foundation before you put it, but it still doesn't mix the way it's supposed to be. But when you mix it in your palette, like you mix your foundation and your concealer, which is your skin shade, and then your foundation shade, and you mix it, it's just a thicker form of like a foundation concealer mix, you get it? So it's really like, it really sets the place, because you don't want to do all those like color correcting stuff. I don't find color correcting to be so important, because sometimes people color correct and then they have to put like so much product, which is like either foundation or concealer, just to cover up all that kind of redness, peachy stuff they've already put. So just make sure that you are doing this, like mixing your foundation with your concealer. I do say this in my classes every time, that do make sure you're mixing your foundation with your concealer first to create that kind of evenness before you go into put on a highlight shade if you're going for that extra look. But if you're not going for that extra look, this is just fine. This will come out really beautiful. You want to get it as close to the waterline as much as possible. And since this is concealer work, you want to make sure you're going in to like set it up. So to set it, another thing I always say in my class is please go in with your pressed powder shade, but I'll be going in to use the invisible. If you haven't seen my tutorial, if you haven't seen my review on the Black Secret products, I'll leave that in the link up here, so please do check it out. But I'm just going in with this good amount, and I'm going to just like press it into the areas I concealed. So I'm actually not baking. Actually in 2020 we used to 2019, 2020 we used to like press it. Yeah, I do remember that. So you realize I'm putting like the invisible pressed powder on my face, and it's not doing so much of a difference. So if you're the type that doesn't like so much powders on your face, I feel the invisible pressed powders are the best. I did say that in my review. They're lightweight, like so lightweight. And I'm using the same beauty blender, the same parts. Like it doesn't do anything. Like it just doesn't. I like to use an angle brush. I like to use an angle brush to blend my stuff. So yeah. So I'm just using the brush over my foundation, my face, like everything. So I'm just going to do my contour and a few other stuff off camera, and I'll be right back to show you the final look. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is almost like I won't really say my go-to look, because maybe my go-to look might not have all these like extra main lashes, but this is the final look. Okay, I'm sweating like I always do, but yeah, it's really like it's really skin like. I know my eyes are actually not creasing, they're so very intact, like perfect. So like I always say, it's really good to mix your foundation with your concealer. It gives you that good base to cover up dark circles and hyperpigmentation around your eyes and all that. The look came out really wow. And you remember I used just pressed powders to like set the concealed areas. So if I really wanted to like go extra, I could have used loose powder over it. So let's say I had to use some loose powder. You could use either the a color loose powder or the translucent loose powder. I do have that, but I know what it is. Okay, but that's okay. And actually prefer you use a powder puff to apply your loose powder, in the sense that this really goes in gentle. Once you get to use the powder puff, it gives it that kind of good application, like everything sits in really perfect, like really perfect. But I'm not using loose powder today. I really wanted to be like really simple with you guys, so you guys get to know how it's done, just mainly how to conceal the dark circles underneath your eyes. Yeah, so pretty much that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you did like it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment and subscribe. I really need your support on that. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.